Welcome to Content Marketing for Your Business. My name is Sean Rasmussen. Today we're going to learn how to make more money in your business with less effort. And this session is about blogging. I want to congratulate you because you are one in only 20%. Did you know that out of everyone that watched that very first video, statistics say that 80% would not have carried through and come here to watch the second video? 80% of people are not committed enough to their business or themselves to actually learn some simple free strategies that are going to make a massive difference to themselves, their business, their employees, and their extended family. However, congratulations, because you are one in those 20%. In this video, I will reveal a simple yet very powerful business strategy that when you implement it correctly, it will double your business profits. As a matter of fact, I'm being very conservative with these figures. You can do much more than double your business profits. You might recall from the first video when I talked about how I increased my monthly income by 2,400%. And it wasn't like from $1 to $240. It was from 10 grand to 240 grand a month. So I'm not sharing this with you to brag. I'm sharing this with you to show you that me, as a simple electrician, I was able to implement incredible changes to my business thanks to blogs and social media. Today is about blogs. One thing at a time. Let's have a look how we can make a massive difference. But before we do that, let me just share something with you that shows you just how powerful you are in your business and how powerful it is that you're actually still here watching. Have you heard of the Pareto principle? It's also known as the 80-20 rule. Wilfredo Pareto in 1906 in Italy established something very incredible. He worked out that 80% of all the land in Italy was owned by only 20% of the population. Then he looked further into it and worked out that 80% of the actual wealth in the country was owned by 20% of the population. Then he looked into other countries in Europe and worked out that exactly the same thing applied. Amazingly, it seemed that only 20% of the people were making the effort worth getting 80% of the wealth. He also established that just by looking in his own vegetable garden, that 80% of the crops from his peas were produced by 20% of the pods. And in nature, everything seemed to replicate that way. The 80-20 rule seems to be a law of nature. This also applies to wealth, and it also applies to business. Let's have a look at anyone's business. Most businesses only run at 20% efficiency. 20% of your staff produce 80% of your sales. Imagine this. If there are 5 people in your business, including yourself, imagine you got 4 employees. I think most bosses would agree that they, being 20% of the staff, actually produce 80% of the income. Now, I'm sure if you ask the staff about that, they might be up for debate. However, this is what happens in businesses. 20% of your staff produce 80% of your sales. Likewise, 20% of your time produces 80% of your income. 20% of your products produce 80% of your income. 20% of your systems produce 80% of your results. You will find that when you implement content marketing to your business with blogs and social media, that will be that 20% of your systems. I'm going to share a case study with you in a moment of someone that has not implemented all of content marketing, but only some of it, and has had incredible results. But keep this Pareto principle in mind, the 80-20 rule, because when you're aware of it, you can take advantage of it. Because most businesses have 80% wastage. The good news is that that gives you 80% room for improvement and growth. Do you remember Alan Maddock? Alan is the accountant that I mentioned in video 1. Well, we're going to do a little case study on him. Alan has got a blog. The blog is called smallbusinessworks.com.au. Alan used to spend tens of thousands of dollars a year on ads. This was prior to him taking his business online. This was when he was doing old-fashioned, offline, outdated methods. Alan learned and implemented content marketing into his business for 1 year. There was one strategy that he implemented that only took him 20 minutes to implement that has made a massive difference. And that was one little tweak that he did on his blog for search engine optimization, SEO. I'll mention that as we go further through this presentation. Alan told me that he spent 4 hours a day on the couch in front of TV with his laptop learning how to do this for 1 year. 4 hours a day for 1 year in front of TV. Now, if you put that in perspective, and if we look at what Alan has got out of this, that is a very, very small time investment, because this is something that is paying off for him every single day, now and into the future in his business. It is compounding customers into his business. Alan had spent over $100,000 in advertising by the time he implemented this strategy. Now he doesn't spend 1 cent on advertising. He has now enjoyed a 400% business growth. Alan said to me that he has got 70 to 80% of his new customers actually come through his blog now. Approximately 20 to 30% of his customers are from word of mouth. He uses no paid advertising, including Yellow Pages. That's gone out the door. And he does nothing to upkeep it. Alan simply has a blog. And this is it. smallbusinessworks.com.au. And even though there will be accountants that compete with Alan that have got far fancier websites, this here does the job. It gets the business done. And more importantly, when people become customers, they start spreading the word of mouth about Alan and his business. A site like this can be built in a matter of days, and as you maintain it and go along, this is something that you would spend only maybe an hour or 2 hours a week maintaining it. And whether you choose to spend that time maintaining this site yourself or even build it yourself, or whether you actually outsource it and get someone else to do it while you focus on what you're really good at in your business, that's up to you. We'll also go through how to outsource things a little bit later today. Let's have a look at search engine optimization, also known as SEO. SEO is a way to get organic traffic, meaning new people and customers, to your business. And the key is, of course, that they arrive at your website. They discover you by keying in a search term into Google or another search engine, and they locate your business for the very first time. They then click through to your site, and at that stage, they make a decision whether or not they are going to hang around or come back another time. You only get one chance to give a good first impression. So therefore, it's a good idea to build a decent blog. SEO also enables you to get you a placing on Google above the slow businesses. The slow dinosaurs, the dodos, they go under. If you do not want to place yourself on the first page of Google, someone else will do it instead. The ones that neglect this side of their business, they're neglecting the business. The good news is that it's actually quite easy to do. And I'm going to give you one little strategy here today that will probably blow you away with how simple it is. And I will show you how businesses are totally neglecting this little strategy that in as little as 15 minutes you can implement today and be above your competitors. SEO also allows you to explore new markets, because there are people that will locate your site, locate your blog online that never ever knew you existed. You're going to bring in new types of business. You also have the ability to create online sales conversions automated business that comes in through your website, whether you are awake or asleep, whether your business is open or closed. It also increases your brand awareness. You get your brand, your name out online, and it's working 24/7. There is nothing better than waking up in the morning, switching on your computer, and seeing email notifications of money that you made while you were asleep. That's a pretty cool feeling. Let's have a look at brand awareness that comes with SEO. For instance, my business, Web Vision 2020, if people want to research me, and people like to research things when they go online and check you out, all they have to do is type it into the search engine. And one little thing that I have done to my business brand is simply get it onto Google with a business page, so that when people type it in, as you can see here, it comes up with a big display on the right hand side. And I've just done one little thing to allow that to happen. That's about a 15-minute little trick of optimization. Before I show you that one, let me show you and put this into even more perspective. What is happening when people actually go onto Google and search? You would have noticed in recent years that when you type in a search for something, you're looking for a service or whatever, the website with the best ranking is going to come up to the top of the page, on page 1 of Google. You'll also have some ads on the side, and you'll have some ads up the top. But here is a way to get onto page 1 really quick if you are a business. Can you see here? I have just done a search for glass repair Bunbury. Let's say that I've just broken a windscreen or a window on my house, and I need an urgent fix. I go straight to Google and I go glass repair Bunbury. And if you have a look here, these are the actual business listings. So Google wants businesses to show up because me, as a consumer, I'm doing a search. I want a fast result. I'm looking for a business. Google knows that glass repair has got to do with business. Therefore, the businesses that have bothered to list themselves, to educate themselves a little bit about search engine optimization, and have bothered to put a website online, have gone and registered their business on Google, and they now have a business listing. Bunbury City Glass and Novus Auto Glass. They're the only 2 glass repair places in Bunbury that have had the brains to do this. I find this amazing. Windscreens O'Brien haven't even bothered. They're a major franchise. They're all over the place. They're massive, massive business, and they didn't have the nows to put a business page up on Google so that when people search for them, that they would be there. Yeah, sure, they're getting an organic listing there just below the business listings, but why on earth wouldn't they want 2 listings on the same page? Because some people aren't going to see this one. They're just going to look straight at Bunbury City Glass and Novus Auto Glass. And if Windscreens O'Brien and Bunbury just went and did what I'm about to show you in the next 5 minutes, then they will be on this page. Let's have a look at another search. I've now searched for electrician Bunbury. I need an electrician. These are the business listings on page 1. Can you see we've got a map? And the map has got all these different spots where these electricians are located. Now, I know very well there are more than 7 electricians in Bunbury, but these are the 7 that bothered to hire someone or learn how to get their business page onto Google, to get into the business listings. 90% of your customers will come from these business listings. Electricians, don't you want business? Is it like, are you too busy? Are you, you would rather watch Desperate Housewives on TV? What's going on here, Sparkies? 7 business listings, and each one of these have got a Google Plus page. Now, out of all these 7, only 1 has got a Google review. Absolutely amazing. Because do you know, let me share with you a little secret. If you have got reviews, you will float to the top of the listings. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? It doesn't even matter if the reviews are good or not. Now, if you run a decent business, you should get good reviews. And I can certainly teach you how to make sure that you get good reviews. That is common business sense. However, anyone wants to know that, shoot me an email. I'll be quite happy to help you. But the point is, 1 Google review out of 7 businesses. Now I can guarantee you, hang around me for a while and you will not only have your business page here, you will have 20, 30, 40 reviews on your business. And you're going to sit there, and when someone comes around here and has a look and they Google your businesses, whether it's newsagent, newscastle, or plumbing repairs, or whatever your business is, your competitors, if they're even there, they're going to sit there like in La La Land, and you're going to be right up the top with all your beautiful reviews. Guess who people are going to go to? When they then click through to you and you've got a decent blog, and they can go in and they can read blog articles about your business, guess what? You're going to have extra business. And this is just one little thing you can do with search engine optimization. It's almost too easy. Please do not do this now. Please do it after this video. You simply go in and Google my business. So you actually type into Google my business. Type in all 3 words. Or you can go to this address, google.com/mybusiness. Follow the instructions there. You will get on top of your competitors that were simply too lazy or too busy to watch this video. I'm sorry if I'm sounding a little bit tough here, but business is tough. And if you want to make money, you have to make the simple and easy decisions. They're not hard decisions. It's just simple. You're one in those 20% that actually came back and watched this video, and the others were too busy. They didn't have enough time to come and watch this video. So congratulations again, because that is their loss and your win. Likewise, when you get on top of your competitors, that is their loss and your win too. Let's have a look at how to implement and maintain your blog. This is really, really exciting because I know from hindsight the massive changes this has made to my life and my business by having a blog, and the search engine optimization, and then tying it all in with social media, which we'll cover in the next video. Let me share with you the benefits of a blog. First of all, it enables you to be in touch with your customers, your potential customers and your actual customers, that you are a real person. You can talk to them, comment with them online. You are there, you are in touch. You are accessible to your customers. On your blog, you're able to use this and provide real good and great content. There are search engine optimization benefits from having a blog, and also you can be in touch with people via smartphones and tablets too. Blogs nowadays are optimized so that people can find you on their smartphone. And blogs integrate with social media too, which is very, very important. You also eliminate the reliance on advertising and middlemen. It drives traffic directly to your business. You're able to implement additional income streams. I'll talk a little bit more about that. It's a simple way to generate leads. Leads are what turn into customers. And also, blogs are very, very easy to outsource. You actually do not need to learn how to do everything with a blog, because there are hundreds of thousands of people around the world that have worked out how easy blogs are to use. So they actually operate blogs as a profession. These people are generally referred to as virtual assistants, and you'll find most of them in the Philippines and in India. Now you may be thinking, Sean, this is all well and good. I understand it, I get it, a blog is great, but I already have a website, or I don't have a website, or I've got something that's blocking me with getting a blog in place. Let me explain where to actually have your blog. You can have your blog either as a standalone blog, which means that you've already got a website, so therefore you implement a blog and you use that blog and you send people back to your main shop. That is your main website. That's if you already have a website in place. Or you can simply build the blog to be your main site. Let's say that your current business, you either have a lousy website now, or you have a pretty website that's just pretty but no one knows it's there, or you have no site whatsoever, then you just simply build a new blog and use that as your company website. And instead of paying $6,000 or $7,000 or $8,000 getting a grand site built, you can actually have a blog built for a matter of maybe a few $100s. And there are a couple of different blogging systems available, and I seriously would not recommend you to go any further than the WordPress software. Now, for those of you who do not know, a blog is simply a layman's website. It is just a website that is very, very easy to use and maintain. It operates on what we call a content management system. And WordPress is the most popular blogging system out there. From memory, there were about 72 million blogs using WordPress back in 2012, and that has certainly grown since then. So I suggest that you use WordPress because it is the simplest, easiest, most flexible, and the one that you're going to be in the most control of. In your business, as the boss, you need to be in control because you take the profits, you take the losses. You need to be in control because you're the one that only truly cares about your business. It is important that you are in control. If you want to go and do all this yourself, you can simply go to wordpress.org and you can download the software. It is free software. You can do it yourself or you can outsource it. Now, personally, I can go to wordpress.org, download the software, and I can have a brand new blog up and running in 15 minutes. As a matter of fact, I've made a little 15-minute tutorial showing how it's all done in a live scenario. You can also outsource it and just say to someone, hey, I want a blog built. How much is it going to cost? And there are many, many sites you can go to. I'll share those with you and you can get someone to build it for you. This 15-minute tutorial, I'll make it available below this video. Please don't watch until the end of this video so you've got all the concepts right first. This 15-minute video tutorial, how to start a blog in 3 simple steps. These are the 3 things that you need to do in order to build a blog. You need to select a domain name. Your domain name will either be your business name or some sort of keyword. If you're in business, I suggest it's your business name. Then you need to select hosting. Hosting can cost you anything from $5 a month for really cheap and budgety hosting up to, whatever, $50, $100 a month, depending on who you're hosting with. But generally expect to pay around about $10 to $12 a month for decent hosting. And then you build the blog. Those are the 3 steps. Do I sound this almost too easy? Am I making this just a little bit too simplistic? Well, that's because it is. This is like riding a bike. It can sound scary. Someone says, you've got to get on that thing. It's only got 2 wheels and look, it won't stand on its own. But when it's moving and you balance, it's actually quite easy. Well, you know what? You're going to need a little bit of help, but it's mainly just confidence. I remember when I showed my son how to ride a bike and I used to push him along the back and I was holding the back of the bike and he was riding along. And then one day, as I was guiding him along the back, I just let go and he actually thought I was still holding it and he just kept riding. And then he turned, and when he turned around and he saw that I was standing 20 meters away, he fell over. So that's the confidence. Just when you've got your confidence, you can do it. In the 15-minute tutorial, you will be able to see when you've logged into your blog what it looks like. It's got a dashboard. It's really easy to learn. Have a look through that video and you will see just how simple it is. And remember that outsourcing is always an option. I think it's very important. I've said this time and time again. You're the most important person in your business. You should not do the small and menial tasks. You should be spending your time working on your business, not in your business. So you shouldn't really be building your blog. You shouldn't really be maintaining your blog. You should get other people to do that. However, you should understand how it's done and should know how it operates so that you can be in control of it. I hope I'm making sense to you. Just nod if you agree. Well, let me see if you've got any objections going on in your mind at the moment. For instance, Does it scare you to write blog articles? I mean, what on earth would you write about? And besides, are you time poor? All businesses are time poor, right? And budget stretched and all the rest. But maybe you're not sure what to write about. Maybe you've never written anything before. Maybe you don't even want to write at all. Well, there is a solution I've mentioned before, and that is outsourcing. I've got a travel blog, for instance, and I get other people to write those articles. When you know where to go and you've found the right people, all you do is put in the order and they just keep rolling in on a weekly basis. You get people to write it. They can also go into your blog. They log in, they get a login to that blog, and they go in and publish it for you as well. Now you might be wondering, what do I actually blog about? Well, this is actually very, very simple. You should only blog about your business and always stay on topic. Do not stray off topic. You've got a business. If your business is about glass repair, that is all you talk about on your blog. You talk about glass repairs, and look, you can talk about beautiful gardening as long as it's looking through glass, but it's got to be related to glass repairs at all times. Whatever your topic is, always stay on topic. And this is where I see people fall down. They're mainly non-business people. They tend to go off topic all the time. You are in business. Your number one agenda is to make sales and to serve customers. That's it. And when you do that and you do it well, you make good profits. Now, how do you know what to write about besides staying on topic? Well, you can actually get virtual assistants, and ghostwriters can actually research blog content and ideas for you. A virtual assistant, for instance, can research blog topics simply by going looking at the competitors, see what they write about, do keyword research, you see what type of keywords people are typing into Google when they're searching for topics around your business, and they can make a whole list of topics to blog about, and then you can send those topics off to a ghostwriter, and that ghostwriter can in turn write articles for you, and your virtual assistants can publish it. Now, providing content on your blog is important because we're talking about content marketing, and content attracts new readers to your blog. Remember how I spoke about Red Bull and how they are effectively a publisher of great content, and they just happen to sell over 5 billion cans of energy drink as a result. They attract readers to their blog. They attract readers to their business. People who read good content end up linking to you because there are millions of bloggers out there. People will link back to you because they'll refer back to you. That has got search engine benefits. People come back for more because it's great content. They also share it on social media, so we get a thing called social signals, which is massively important with the search engines to make your blog rank. And it gives you free traffic, which is effectively a no-cost advertising model. Another great thing you can do with a blog is implement a profit system that I referred to in the previous video, a way that you can double your profits. And before I go into that one, I want to explain how this works. I want to show you how a 10% growth in your income can be a 100% profit. Imagine in your business, let's say that you make $1,000 gross income a week. And out of that income, let's say that a whopping $900 is your expenses. And let's face it, a lot of offline businesses have got very, very high overheads. Now, you can add zeros to this and say it's $10,000 a week and $9,000 expenses, whatever you like. But we use this as an example. $1,000 income, $900 expenses. Effectively, you have got $100 of profits. Now, let's say you put your price up by 10%, so that now you have got 10% extra income. That is $100 more coming in. You now got $1,100 in gross income. So $1,100 in gross income. You've still got the same expenses, which is $900, because you just simply put your price up 10%. That means you got $200 in profits, and that is a 100% increase. With a 10% increase in your price, you're now making $200 instead of $100 in profits. $1,100 minus $900 equals $200 profits. And when we look at additional income sources for your business, there are ways that you can create digital products that give you almost 100% profits. So even if you added a product to your business and you only made that extra 10% every month, you would still be increasing your profits massively. If your blog only increases your income by 10%, you could still have a massive, massive profit increase. And that could be doubling your profits or more. More profit means less bills and more spare time. Outsourcing is a massively important thing for businesses because most businesses at some stage need to hire people. Hiring people can be very expensive. I was running a business where I had 6 people working for me, and there were weeks, there were months before I turned it into a massively profitable business where I had more expenses than I had income. And there were times that I felt like I was just coming to work just to pay my employees. At the end of the day, there is not always money left over. Sometimes there are debts left over. And sometimes in a business, the person that makes the least money is actually the person owning the business. I know that some of you are nodding right now because you know what it's like. When you hire people, you have to be sure that you're making profits. It doesn't mean that the people you hire are disadvantaged from that. You can pay people in the Philippines, for instance, better pay than they make locally and provide them with a better work environment and work opportunity than they can get locally. The most obvious people to hire in a business, if you're based out of somewhere like Australia, for instance, are virtual assistants and web designers. You can hire people part-time or full-time. If you're hiring people full-time, you can expect to pay around about $400, maybe $450 a month. If you're hiring a web designer, you'll be paying a lot more than that. You can get a lot of versatile people that know a lot of good stuff, and most businesses can do with just one virtual assistant. But you can also get part-time people as well. Here are some places you can go to find assistants. On a project-by-project basis, if you just want to get one job done, places like elance.com, odesk.com, and fiverr.com. If you want to hire people on a part-time or full-time basis, bestjobs.ph is a site that I've used. Some others that you can use as well is onlinejobs.ph and jobstreet.com. Now let's have a look at some additional income sources, because as you know in a business, additional income sources are always a good thing. The scary part about additional income sources is the additional time it takes. But if you can generate something, create a product that sells online in a digital format that you just need to create, and from there on, people are just buying it and it hardly needs servicing at all, that must sound like a good option. You can create your own digital products, and I've taught many business owners to do this. You literally have a 100% profit margin. It's delivered in digital format. It's like zeros and ones across the internet. It's just like people buy a book off you and they download it. It's just not like you're printing a book and paying postage to send it out. You can also reach markets that are normally outside of your area. For instance, if you're a local business and you're only selling to a local area, you can have e-products, digital products, ebooks, manuals, audio, video that is all digital and that people simply download, and they can download it anywhere in the world. So if you provide information, manuals, expertise, instructions on how to do something around about your area of expertise in your business, people all over the world can benefit from that. Your blog allows you to market to those people with the various benefits of blogs. And when we cover social media in the next video, you will see how you can tap into that even further and really leverage it on a whole new basis. And that brings us to the mailing list. The mailing list is where you can absolutely explode your income into the next level. Let's have a look at why you would actually have a mailing list. First of all, you've probably heard the term, the money is in the list. A database is something that you own. So you generate a list of names. That list of names is generated by people opting in through a web form onto your mailing list. They do it via your blog. They'll generally put a name and an email in exchange for information. This list is an asset. Effectively, it's saleable, which means that when you go to sell your business one day, maybe, that list belongs to the business. It adds value to your business. No different to as if you have got a business that services clients. For instance, if you were a lawyer and you've got clients on your books and you sell the law firm, those clients come with the business. If you're a dentist, you sell the dentist business, the clients come with the business. People have got bookings, they're still going to come in. There's a new dentist. Great. He's got new business. Likewise, your database. That database is the list of your clients, but you can actually build an extended list of people who are prospects as well. You can mail that list and you can send them information from your blog. You can send them offers and updates and newsletters. The good thing about a mailing list is that people attend to the email daily. Most people do this. It's one of those things, they're like a captive audience. It also helps build your business, and you can email them daily, weekly, monthly. It's entirely up to you what you do. But having that mailing list makes a massive difference to how often your prospective customers and your actual customers come into your business. By staying in touch, you can drive them back to your blog, you can drive them back to your business, you can make them aware of promotions that you're doing. They can get to know you and your brand better, and therefore they're much more likely to come to you when they want to spend money in your area. It's actually quite easy to build a mailing list. When you start it up, you simply put an opt-in form on your blog and you make some sort of offer. You can also have an opt-in form on social media too. I'll show you that in the next video. Make them some sort of offer. For instance, it could be a free report, or it could just be for people to sign up to your newsletter to get updates about what you're doing. Imagine a restaurant, for instance, that when people are there, there's a notice that says, join our mailing list and receive 10% off your next bill. So they just put down the name and an email and boom, they're on the mailing list, and now they've got a coupon for a 10% discount on the next bill. And now you're building a mailing list. That's pretty simple, isn't it? Why aren't more people doing it? I don't know, maybe it's too easy. Maybe they don't want to make too much money in their business, who knows? But it is very, very simple. It's smart business and it is content marketing. Sending them email updates from your blog or sending them offers, that's something that you should really, really consider doing to build your business. And the sort of software you can use to do this, one that I've used for years is aweber.com. Another one I've used in the past is getresponse.com, and another very popular one is MailChimp as well. A blog can be as simple or as advanced as you like it to be. It's a very versatile tool, and the important part is it is a way for people to come and see you and your business. It's a 24/7 shop front for you, where people can come and learn more about a topic, come and discover you for the first time, and come back again to learn more about you and your business. Most businesses are not making the effort to have a blog straight away by having one that puts you in that top 20%. In the next session, we're going through social media. This is how you can pick up business, pick up targeted customers, stand out from the rest of the competition, and being the difference. Social media is the final component in content marketing. Once you implement a blog and apply social media, you have got the formula. At that stage, you just need to work it, maintain it, just like you do with a business. And then whether you choose to outsource it, whether you choose to do it yourself, is entirely up to you. Pick up extra business, get targeted customers, stand out from the competition, get the search engine optimization benefits that come with social media, and have people come to you instead of the competition. In the next video, we're doing another case study. This one is Jamie Marie. Jamie Marie learned content marketing part-time while studying a double degree in university. It took her 6 months to learn and implement. She built the business to make a 5-figure monthly income, and she did it the smart way with 3 full-time VAs based out of the Philippines. She spent only 6 hours a week on the business, making a 5-figure monthly income. Meet Jamie Marie in the next video, part 3, where we finalize content marketing for your business. When you're making more money in your business with less effort, and your online presence is the envy of your competitors, then my mission is complete. My name is Sean Rasmussen. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video.